Definite heartbreak. There were some tears. But yeah, I did get a couple of hours.
The thing is, if this could happen to any nation, happening to us makes you a bit of a star in a way, doesn't it? Because we love a plucky underdog, especially if they overachieve.
Yeah, and they did. They overachieved. I mean, personally, I felt they could do well in this tournament. But, you know, getting to where they did and playing the way they played was, you know, beyond expectations. And if you'd said before the tournament, if you told them maybe after the Euros that they would be in the semi-finals of the World Cup, I think they definitely would have taken it. Especially
as England had never lost to Japan before, and of course, well, we helped them out really by giving them an own goal. You know, let them have a go. Roberto, how is Laura Bassett going to overcome what must be the most crushing disappointment, well, I would imagine, of her life?
She is going to feel terrible for a few days. Get back out on the pitch on Saturday night against Germany, and I think she'll put a lot of it behind her. But the process would have started beforehand. They would have created a safe and supportive environment for the players and understood that mistakes were going to happen.
Yes.
And if they do happen, when they happen, we'll all get around you.
It's a good point making, you know, talking about that runners-up match, because people often say it's the cruelest game, playing for third and fourth place. But could that almost aid her recovery, if you like?
I could imagine her just wanting to get out and play again, and the other players supporting her. So that's an opportunity to get out and show what she could do and what a good player she is. So she'll also learn from the experience and the support of the nation she's had today. It's been brilliant, the support she's had, and from iconic stars like Rio Ferdinand tweeting about her and
absolutely.
Gary Lineker. Yeah, that's fantastic support.
Rio, speaking from experience, a lot of top-level footballers have had setbacks in their life, and we think of the monumental penalty misses that the men's team have had in the World Cups, like Pearce and Southgate and Waddle and Batty, and just so many. It's ridiculous. But of course, David Beckham, you know, there were effigies of him strung up outside pubs when he was sent off in the World Cup against Argentina. And whatever happened to him?
Exactly. It often ends up being the making of a player.
Yes. So do you think Laura, I mean, we all know her now, and perhaps she wouldn't have done it. She'd have just been one of the, you know, the World Cup finalists if they'd have got into the final. But now we know Laura, and we know she can score great goals because it was a cracking own goal.
True.
Do you think that's going to be the making of her in a way?
Well, I think she was a very, very strong player. She is a very, very strong player for England, and now people will know her name. And next time they see England play, they'll become aware of just how strong a player she is, and hopefully not know her because of what happened last night. I mean, I personally don't see it as a mistake, what she did. It obviously wasn't what she intended, but she was doing what she does best and was getting back and making a last-ditch tackle, and had she not made that interception, it would have been a goal. So,
Roberto, we talked earlier in the week about the psychology of tennis players, and of course they've really only got themselves to blame if it all goes wrong. It's different with football, isn't it? And we've seen the great team spirit with the England women during the World Cup. Can she rely on that? Is this going to bring them closer together in a way?
Absolutely, that will. I mean, as you say, it's a team game, and I wouldn't put any individual as the purpose of losing the game. You don't know how that game was going to end up. It was 1-1, injury time. It could have gone any way. So the players will be very supportive, and you've seen that today in some of the interviews and even post-match interviews.